Good evening, race fans, and welcome to season 2 of Big Brain Racing. We are at a cloudy Barcelona so far, and it's going to prove to be an amazing race with 40 cars currently on track. My name is Corey, aka Cozza, and I'm joined here with. And today we are running a little bit of a different format due to Big Brain Racing's typical technical issues. So Matt will be taking the reins off me this evening. So I will be in the live stewarding situation tonight. So everyone best be on best behavior. Yep, everybody gets penalties. You turn that corner, you get a penalty.
Green light, go, go, go.
Yep, that was a very short session time. I don't know why it was only 10 seconds there, but anyhow, again, big brain racing, technical issues. It's just a given at this point. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just loading up Matt's point of view because I don't see any of that. No, don't share your screen. I don't want anything else to break. I'll be 5 seconds behind. It's fine. It's mainly just to see who you're watching. nice to see someone beating Damien for a change. That's going to really pull him out of his comfort zone. Yeah, I'm being a little bit more quiet just because obviously I'm just keeping an eye on return to bits, like return to garages that are happening. So Well, well, all I'm going to say is we're going to have a late night tonight. I honestly don't know what's happening. I honestly don't know why there is a 10-second timer.
It's crazy here in the grid. It's a crazy qualifying. Will it be a crazy race? Well, from where we stand, we hope it's going to be a pretty clean race. Yeah, qualifying was definitely crazy, and happy that we managed to get a lap in each segment, and that's what put us on pole in the end. Great job by the team, great job by my teammates, and now 3 hours of racing, which will be tough, but hopefully at the end of the race we'll still be there. The bonus of being in pole is you got that one additional point, which puts you on equal points with the 88 Mercedes. Yeah, definitely. That's obviously a big bonus for us to tie the points now, and I guess between the 88s, it's a straight fight. Whoever comes ahead will be ahead. But there's a lot of other cars which are still a factor in this championship. So yeah, the best strategy I think is just move forward, try and have the best possible race, try and win the race, and then have the math at the end. How are you going to keep out of trouble? Because eventually, when you start lapping the 10 enders or going through the pit stop cycles, you're going to have to deal with traffic, and traffic is going to be a key in today's race. That's a big, big part of Blown by GT series. Managing the traffic, the strategy, managing the lap car. So it's definitely a challenge for everyone, and everyone's in the same boat. So I know we've got two great other teammates with me who are fully experienced. So we'll be drawing on that experience and try and do the best possible job. Okay. Helmut, Marco's going to start. When are you going in? I'm going in the last test, so I get all the fun. Well, there might be a lot of fewer cars on the track. You never know. Yeah, that's all right. I mean, usually the last stint is a bit easier, traffic-wise, and it's all a bit more sorted. For sure, it'll be intense race. Mercedes have been pretty dominant in qualifying.
Well,
Tell us why
it looks like Jelenko is potentially going to run away with it. So, should be very exciting. Are you serious?
Yep. My mic should now be working. And it is. Well, that's
Got
good.
15 people. Got 15
That's
people
good.
in chat and
Just.
nobody.
Yeah, that's good. We've had some technical issues tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a wet track here for the race. Looks
Oh
like
yeah, wet track
wet
start.
track. It's just gone to damp. So damp track start and then rain in 30. So we've now got a bit of frantic action here while people set their pit strategies. So what would you do in this situation, Corey?
With it being a damp track, there's no wind. Yes, the temperature is quite high, but potentially that after the track isn't going to dry out on the formation lap. So
No,
probably go
probably.
for the wets. I
Nah,
probably would go for the wets.
you reckon?
Mm,
I
me personally.
Yeah, I think with the temperature being 23 degrees, track temperature 29, I'd go on the dries because it's going to dry out within 2 or 3 laps. I've made this mistake before, starting on the wets, and they will just burn up. I think if rain's coming in 30, start on the dries. You have one mandatory pit stop to do in this race, so see if you can make that coincide with the potential change to wet tyres. And you only have to do the one. Otherwise, you may end up having to do 2 stops.
Yeah, me. As I said, my strategy, I'd probably just go for the wets and try it out. But obviously, different things can happen.
And those dry tyres will be fine in damp conditions anyway. Especially with 42 cars on the grid. It's going to dry up. It's going to dry up quick. 40. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, 41.
41 now. It was showing 42 in game, but that's fine. So about to start the formation lap here. What I will do then? Oh, that's going.
Yeah, trying to keep an eye on Collie while doing it is a bit difficult, I must say the least.
It's alright. I'm going to just make some quick changes so that it makes it easier for you in the race while we're on the formation lap. Changes. There we go.
Turn your camera off, at least saves a little bit of bandwidth.
That should be alright, to be fair. But I need to actually undo those changes because that doesn't work right. Because now I can't access my thing. I'm just going to have to move you over there. That's fine. That'll work now. We will get all these technical issues fixed for next week. It's mostly my new internet is causing us some problems with the software that we use. Yeah, out on the formation lap, Joris Jelenko leading the charge, leading the cars around here.
We do have one car possibly starting from the pits. Marco.
Okay, yeah. Looks that way. Maybe didn't get their strategy sorted out in time for the start. Or they've changed their mind on the formation lap. Either way, yeah, pit lane start. Probably not such a bad thing with a big grid. I think you could be busy tonight doing the stewarding. Turn 1 here can get, well, the first chicane there, turn 1 and 2 and into turn 3 can get quite hectic, especially with this many cars on track. So hopefully they keep it all clean. but I am anticipating some issues here. Biggest surprise for me, Craig Townsend down in P33.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
He is trying out the McLaren though, isn't he? So it could prove to be very interesting. Well, they're all forming up now, ready to go for kicking off Big Brain Racing Season 2. Who's going to get the pull off? I wonder.
Who's getting pulled off? There we go, we're green. Good start there from Damien in the Audi. That Audi does make a good start. Who's going to be brave on the brakes into turn 1 in these damp conditions? It's looking like utter chaos already. Looks like Jelenko's got it into turn 1. George is under pressure here from Starkey. Looks like Starkey's got the move. That's not Starkey. My tracking's all messed up. People are in the pits, that's why. Catania. They're making the move on Damien here now. BMW making a very strong start. A little bit of a touch there. Looks to have kept it together. Might want to take a quick look at that one. He did make contact and make the move.
I'm just looking at someone
Yep,
else.
no problem.
Okay.
But Jelenko currently running away with their front a little bit, pulling away. What's Damien got in response? Currently dropped down to P3. Obviously the track has now changed to greasy already, so already starting to see some improvement on track here. And we've got a move there from Edmondson. Going up the inside of Damien there, so Damien really losing out on this opening lap. On P4 now. And we've got Edmondson right on the back of the Catania as well. All of this really helping out Jelenko up front. Looks like George now also challenging Damien. We've got moves everywhere here. Edmondson making the move. Making the move on the Catania. Who can be latest on the brakes? Looks like Edmondson's got the inside line. A little bit of contact there. Oh, but runs wide. Oh, and across the curbs there. That was always going to end in disaster. Another one for you to look at there.
They can't keep up. There's been so many already. Oh, Jesus Christ.
A bit of chaos down near the back, was there?
There's been a lot. Like, I'm looking at the race log and I've just got contact. I physically can't review more.
So we've got George here under pressure from Fiero. And gets the inside line. Also looks like he might be losing out there to Subirand. But we know that Honda has good straight line speed, so can he keep the position into the next corner? Looks like he's got it for now. Runs a little bit deep. Gives a cut back to Subirand, and yeah, that looks like the overtake's made.
Yeah, I would like to apologise. There is just too many cars on track for one person to review everything in time, so I'm going to try my best to go through the footage, but you might just want to.
George under pressure now from Calagianis. as they come down into the first corner. We've also got a move up the inside there for Edmondson. Looks like Edmondson got the move made. Looks like Damien lost out another position there to Piero as well. So really tough start here for the BBR guys. But some really good racing as well. Looks like Fiero there moves ahead of Di Catania as well. Catania. I don't know why I struggle with that name so much. Again, Damien losing out. I wonder if there's some different tyre strategies on in play here.
Yeah, because I'm currently on Piccione, and he's really struggling and sliding quite a lot around this track.
So I wonder if there's some people on wet tyres on this greasy track. Out front there, Jalenko. Nice advantage he's got out front there. I actually can't see the timings. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Apologies. Yeah, so already there we've got a 9-second gap for Jalenko out front there. So we've got a move there from Sully. He's all the way up to P4 now, it looks like. There's just moves everywhere. I'm struggling to keep up with all these moves. You've got Fiero there having a look at Edmondson. CBR around the outside of Di Catania. But then he does cut across the runoff there. Where are we looking a bit further back? Damien's still looking like he's struggling a little bit there. It's some good fights going on here. Got George there under pressure from Crozat and loses the position there. And Calagianis trying to follow him through. Doesn't quite make the move there. A bit further down, looks like we've got Peavers just made the move on Palmieri. Piccione there's lost out. Let's have a quick replay here. Has he run wide somewhere? Bit of damage on that car there. Yeah, just struggled to get it slowed down into the corner.
Give a second and I'll be right back.
No worries. So, up front, we've got Joris Jalenko. Currently got a 9.5-second lead from Edmondson in second. Closely followed by Fiero. We then have a 6-second gap back to Sully, followed by CBR in P5, then Crozat P6. Di Catania has dropped to P7 now. Sogetti P8, John's in P9. Damien dropped all the way back to P10 now. Really struggling at this stage in the race. We then have Solberg, followed by George. Dorazio in P13, and then a bit of a gap back to Piva, followed by Marandino, Tomlin, Ronconi, Nick Trapp, Loretti and Palmieri rounding off your top 20 there. So we've got a good fight going on here. We've got Biberand right up behind Sully as they come around Banks Sabadell. let's see what we can, what that McLaren can do down the main straight against the Porsche. So currently gap of 0.6 of a second. Doesn't look like it's quite close enough on this occasion, but we've got some hell of a race going on in the latter half of the top 10 here. Oh, a little bit of a bump on the straight there, and another one.
Okay, I am back. I do apologise for that one.
No problem. Someone leaving the pits there into this carnage.
Yeah, unfortunately though, I'm going to have to make the decision of stewarding on this event is going to be toast.
Okay.
There's just too much for one person to look at. I'm struggling to keep up with it all, and it's, you know, suffering with the commentary there.
Yeah. Three wide there. 3 wide, nearly 4. Oh, we got a spin there.
Ooh, just got
the 84 car there of Catania. A little bit unfortunate that. There was a good fight going on before that. But we got Dorazio right behind Solberg here. Currently fighting over P9 and P10. Right behind there we've got a whole gaggle of cars. We've got Damien and George here really struggling in these opening stages. The track conditions are now fast. I wonder if they're on the wet tyres.
They might be. They might have gone for the wet strategy that I could have been thinking of.
Not paying off for them at the minute.
Yeah, Damien is looking a little bit loose there as it's coming through the chicane.
Really struggling. We're just losing positions all over the place. Got Calagia Darnis gets past, followed by where are we now? Losing positions. Catania and Marandino goes by as well there. It's just it's just carnage. So many overtakes. We are struggling to keep up with all the action here. Front of this pack here, there we've got Marandino. So he's made some good positions up at the start, the opening laps here. He's closely followed by Piva. Then we have Damien and George really struggling. I think they must be on the wet tyres. That's the only explanation I can think of. Just losing positions all over. So George lost P14 to Ronconi. Damien now losing that position as well. Looking like to Ronconi, ran the outside of Repsol, not Repsol, Campsa. It's just real carnage in the midfield.
Yeah, I did say it proved to be a very interesting race, though.
Yeah, it's exciting. We are struggling to keep up with everything, but it's exciting so far.
Yeah, well, we're used to having a league with about 30 cars in.
Got him.
It's a
Dalton John's right out behind Dorazio. Is he close enough to make a move there down into turn 1? Not quite, I don't think, this lap. So jumping back a little bit. Got George losing out more positions here. Looks like Damien has pitted, so obviously had enough of those tyres. The whole gaggle of cars going through there. Nick Trapp, Antonio Loretti and Joe Tomlin there all getting through. George now has Catania right behind him as well. This strategy has really not worked out, but it could make for an exciting second half of the race as they try to fight back through.
I mean, if the weather forecast is true, we have got the rain coming in pretty soon, I could imagine.
Yeah, it'd be in the next 30 minutes, so probably be about 15 minutes time. But by the way that it's staying there, I'm thinking it's going to be longer than just a little shower, so... So this is where most of the action is at the minute. We've got a few other cars close to each other, but this is where the majority of the action is, as everyone tries to get past George here in the Honda. So we've got Di Catania, next car up behind him, trying to make the move. Makes the move down into the chicane here. That's yeah, job done. Next car behind now, D'Antonio. Or Catania, sorry, it was Ferrari that got past before. Pulls out of the slipstream, up the inside into turn one, and that's another position gain there. Di Catania. Next up, Antonio. Easy move up the inside there. We got Grood there trying to make the move around the inside. We've got Milashev getting involved in the action. Oh, we've got contact.
Ooh. That is some very heavy contact there.
So a bit of a replay there. So coming around the first chicane, around the Renault corner. Just really struggling on these tyres, George. Just causing all kinds of carnage behind. And unfortunately, 4 cars wide just didn't work into Repsol there. So back to the live action here. So let's jump up to Fierro in P3. He's looking to make a move on Edmondson here. I think he's quite close enough this lap around. We've got back markers in the mix already. So this is what happens with a 41 car grid. You end up with a lot of back markers quite early on. So back marker between those two now. So that's Damien just ahead of them after the pit stop as well. So really lost out here. He's over a pit stop down on Jelenko out front already. So Edmondson there gets the overtake on Damien. Should be followed closely behind by Piero. So we'll stick with this battle for a little bit here.
You've got a very interesting battle between 27 and 28 as well. Keep on looking to find some moves on him. Looks like he could possibly, as they're coming up, it's a little bit of a straight, about
just
to get
up the
blocked
inside. So yeah, Mireki making the move there on Bradbury. Makes it stick by the looks of things. Got Grood now, the next car up behind George here. The Porsche not traditionally strong around here, but we know George is struggling on those tyres.
That gets it up the inside and makes that move though, Groove.
Makes the move, yep. Move done. Got Marecki now right up behind Scampini. Again up the inside. Job done. Oh, runs a little bit wide. Can he hold on to it? Looks like he might have just got... Oh, not quite. No, Scampini gets back through.
Take a little bit of a dive over the curb there, though. I could possibly see a track warning probably coming his way for that one.
Yeah, could well be a track warning. Looks like we've got Dalton Johns here struggling. He's just lost a couple of positions. Let's go back 30 seconds.
Mirek is also overtaking Scampini now down that straight.
So they come down to the fast chicane. So they're going to be contacted. Oh, that's not the chicane. That's Repsol. Now they come down to the chicane. Some of these camera angles make it hard to tell where they're at. Got a real good group battle going on here. Solberg all the way down to Johns, P9 to P12. So Marandino looking to make the move here on Solberg. Two evenly matched cars though, both in the BMW there. He is right in the slipstream though. Can he get the move done down into turn one? Another help in a slipstream. Moves across for the braking zone. Can't quite make it stick on the outside there. Nearly tried to go for the cutback, but it just wasn't quite there. But that's kind of left him vulnerable now. Oh, nearly contact. That was close, but fair racing. There we got Ronconi now taking a look up the inside of Marandino. Tries to hang it in around the outside. Looks like Ronconi's got that move made. So some really good battles between this group of drivers here. Seem to be some good battles, but all seem really fair and respectful at the minute. So just going to jump up to... Actually, let's stick with this for a minute. See if anyone makes a move down into Lesiaxa. So we've got Marandino on Solberg. Looks like he gets the move made. So let's just move up the grid a little bit here. Got Subiaran right behind Selly. Not quite close enough for the move this time. So fighting over P4 and P5 here. Some very close racing all the way through the grid. Not up front so much. We've got Jelenko currently with a 19.7 second lead over Edmondson at the front. Also with the fastest lap as well. But other than that, we've got some close racing through the grid. Let's just jump on to Sagetti here. Closing up behind Crozat. Now we know that Audi's got some good straight line speed. Can he stay close enough in the slipstream onto the back straight? Looks like he's lost a little bit, but he is right in the slipstream there. Can he get the move made into... nope, not quite this time. Down into Lesiaxa. So let's jump back on board this group, because they now have come up to back markers as well. So we've got Solberg all the way down to Nick Trapp's joined the party now. So really Ronconi even. P9 all the way down to P14, all within under a second of each other. Looks like they're coming up to lap George there. Did George pit, do you know? I didn't see it, but...
No, George has already pitted.
Oh, a little bit of contact there. Got Damien there trying to make the move on Scampini a little bit further back. Trying to come back here. Marandino trying to stick it around out inside of Solberg, outside of the next corner. Not quite this time. Very close racing again. Who's got the run down into Repsol? Looks like Solberg does enough to keep it ahead. Marandino runs wide there, and that lets Piva through. And now the rain comes.
Lovely wet Barcelona, is it?
Piva there getting caught out maybe with the lack of grip. So who's got the bravery in these conditions? So it looks like that Mercedes is kind of struggling in these conditions. Looks like we're going to have light rain for 10 minutes and then it's going to get heavier. So that crossover point is going to be important. Track has already gone from fast to greasy. So when do you think people are going to start pitting? Got Piva there holding on maybe a little bit too aggressively there. A little bit of a touch behind there between Johns and Nick Trapp. Or Johns and Marandino, sorry. Nick Trapp getting involved in the action as well here. Moves out and alongside. We've got a few cars pitting already. Excuse me. Gets the job done down into turn one over Johns. Now that Audi is good in mixed conditions, I must say.
It definitely is, and I mean the rain is due to stop again in half an hour, so to be fair, it could just be a wet tyre to the end there.
Could be, but with these track temperatures, we saw what happened at the start. The track dried up very quickly. We've still got 23 degrees air and 28 degree track temperatures, so could dry up very quickly here.
Yeah, it's going to prove to be very interesting, to say the least. And you know, I'm currently on with Nick. He is really trying to get around this track as best he can with that weather coming in. I mean, has he pitted for the wets yet?
Nick Trapp?
Yeah.
No, none of this group have yet.
So the track is already greasy. It's going to really start, you know, impacting on them drives now. So the people that have gotten early.
We've got Johns there on the outside. Gets held up a little bit by, I think that's a back marker. Who's a 46 car? Don't know that we have a 46 car. Oh, a little bit of contact in the background there. So Nick Trapp heading into the pits. So we've got a few in the pits now. Jelenko still just minding his own business out front. 42 seconds the lead now.
Wow, he's really putting down the pace.
Running away with this one.
Yeah.
Second place now through not stopping still. We've got Sagetti. I mean, lap times, we'll see what they're like this next time around. They don't seem to have dropped off too much yet. The track has just gone to damp though, so we're probably not too far off the wet tyres being the tyre of choice.
Yeah, well, Jelenko is now headed into the pits, so he'll be opting for them wet condition tyres. So Francesco's got a choice to make here. He can either try to stick it out in the drive but potentially lose that little bit, or does he head for the pits?
I think you've got to pit at this point, especially with the heavier rain coming. Manageable, keeping the dries out if it stayed like this for a few laps, but it's going to get heavier, looking at the forecast. And it is looking like they're all struggling a little bit out there. the runners that are still on the dry tyres.
Yeah, a lot of tyre marks really appearing on the track, left,
Yeah,
right, and
and
centre as well.
Sagetti pits as well. So, let's see how this all boils out. So, through all the pit stops, we've got Damien here up to P17, but I think he might have to stop again to put the wet tyres on. Unless he's planning to hang out on the dries now he's done his pit stop.
Unless he opted just for another pair of wets. Because it does look like he is gripping quite well out there.
Yeah, I mean, the track conditions are still damp, so the dries will still get some good grip. As he moves out alongside Galamini, and that's that move made up into P16. Next car up in front of him is Grood, who he makes short work of. Grood running wide there. Looks like he might lose the position to Galmini as well. Around that final chicane, side by side behind there in the chicane. Yeah, I think Damien's on the dry tyres here.
Yeah, definitely. Damien's definitely on the dry tyres.
So this is an interesting strategy, because obviously the cars that have pitted for wet, if the track dries out again, we'll have to have another pit stop. So be interesting to see what the strategy call is here for all of these guys. Just trying to see who else is battling. Looks like Marandino picked up the stop go 30, so that'll be a speeding in the pit lane penalty, unfortunately for him.
Damien really starting to struggle on them tyres now. He's really going to have to opt into getting into them pits because the track conditions have just changed to wet.
Yeah, track is wet now. Just on this battle at the minute, we've got Nick Trapp moving out for the overtake on Grood. Yeah, gets it done down into the fast hairpin, fast chicane. Next car behind Marandino. I think Grood is still out on the dry tyres as well, so yeah, you can really tell the difference between the tyres here. Moves out of the slipstream. Grid there running wide. You just can't brake so late with the dry tyres. So what's Damien opting to do here? Is he going to try and hang it out on these dry tyres? Is he on the dry tyres? We don't know. No, it looks like he is struggling for traction there. So Solberg just gets the extra grip there from the wet tyres through that last corner. The rain and the pit stop has spread the field out a little bit there. We've not got so many close battles now, so let's stick with this one for now. This is probably the closest battle we've got on track between these three cars. We've got Di Catania, Solberg and Damien Konchik all fighting over 10th, 11th and 12th at the minute. Looks like there's quite a bit of damage on that BMW there, but that'll be mitigated a little bit with the weather conditions. And especially since we think Solberg is on the wet tyres, he got a little bit more contact there.
Yeah, that was just a little bit of a rub, you know, just letting him know he's there. Nothing major came out of that one.
That was a spin though.
That was a spin.
I'm sure the stewards won't look on that too kindly. So we've got Damien right in the slipstream here, but I don't think on the dry tyres he's really got any answer.
I mean, kudos to him for just sticking it with the dries.
Yeah, the rain is going to decrease in the next 10 minutes, so I think now that if you've made the decision to stay out, you've got to stick with it now. I think it's too late to pit now. But he's currently losing 7 seconds a lap compared to what Jelenko's doing out front. And we know the pace between those two, it can be similar at times. Ramconi opts to pit.
Yeah, you've still got two that still haven't currently pitched yet. You've got Grood and Di Catania.
Catania.
Yes, they have not pitted yet. If you do change your MFD view, you should get pit stops pop up. Yep, so we still have got Ian left to pit as well. We have got Palmieri, Pagano, Gizzi. I don't know how to pronounce that safely, to be fair.
Gizzi, I think, or Gizzi, I don't know.
It's your MFD in-game, so...
I don't know how to do
it's
that,
alright,
so...
I can call that.
We've got Nick Trapp making the move on. Oh, Damien's dropped it. Those dry tyres are not so easy to control. So that lets Nick Trapp move up. Damien gets going again. I mean, he only has to hold it out for another few laps, and I think this rain is going to decrease and then stop. So we'll see if it's the right strategy. I mean, obviously he had to pit because he was on the wrong tyres at the start. Is this the right strategy now to stay out? He is losing time, but I mean, everyone else is going to have to pit again if the track dries out. And I'm not quite sure how long a pit stop takes here. Probably going to be a minute 20-ish, I would guess.
Yeah, I mean, Ferrari behind him has got 4 seconds to get caught back up with him, so depending on how Damien really handles with them tyres, it could be a hit or miss whether he's actually going to catch or not.
So we've got a good battle forming here. We've got 3rd, 4th and 5th. We've got Fierro, Stelly and Suburand all very close here in battle. So who's the Rainmeister out of these three? Who can handle these conditions the best and get the move done?
Yeah, I mean, looking from a standpoint of view at the back of the pack here, as long as he really starts to keep it clean through them twisty bits of the corners, the Porsche is really slipping on a few of them. So it's going to really just come into its own as long as it can keep it stable. All three of them are coming through the first corner. Is anyone going to get any sort of advantage? And McLaren really can still take these curves in the wet. So it can really help out his timings there. Porsche having a little bit of a wibble wobble as he's coming through. Coming under the bridge, getting heavy on the brakes to really push and rotate this car through in this wet conditions. We've got Santino really pushing that Porsche as hard as he can down on here. I mean, with the wet conditions, it's not going to have so much of a disadvantage. I can't really see. So
I've got Sally making a move on Suburand. that's left the door open for the McLaren of Subaru to get by Selly there. Or was that that was a back marker? That was a back marker. False alarm.
You've got a side-by-side battle by Francesco and Remy as they come through the hairpin now. It looks like Remy does run out a little bit wide, so he's not going to have as much grip out there, but he does keep the position.
Arguable whether you should keep the position, making an overtake and going off track, but to be seen. We'll see what the stewards make of it. Jump back up to this battle now. The three of these still very close together here. We've got Fiero, Selly and Subarand. Porsche all over the back of the BMW through turn 3. Just no one seems to be able to get quite close enough to make the move. They all seem very similarly paced.
Yeah, I mean, with these wet conditions, it can be a real struggle to really get the power down where you need it to get that overtake, I suppose. But it looks like the back marker there is just giving the opportunity to the Porsche to just go sweeping through. BMW really trying to hold on to it on the inside, but it's allowing the McLaren to catch up to them both. Keeps it nice and flat through here, gets nice and early on the power.
A little bit twitchy on the curb. 3 wide. Porsche ducks back into the slipstream. And it looks like job done for Sally there on Subarand. And now the BMW runs wide. Oh, we got a bit of contact. Oh, a bit more contact.
The McLaren there giving the BMW a helping hand to get back straight.
And the McLaren up on the inside. So we've got a change of order. We've got Selly now up into P3, Subarand P4, and Fiero P5. So let's see if they stay this way or if there's some more moves to be made. But look at the speed difference that Selly's got now that he's got through. Already nearly a second ahead of Subarand there. We got Fiero there on the back of Subarand.
That to me also does tell me then that the Porsche was running a wet setup possibly from the start.
Well, I mean the Porsche has more downforce anyway, I guess, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
usually if you can manage it, it's pretty good in the rain.
It looks like you've got Loretti chasing down Damien as well, a bit further down in the packs.
Yep. So Damien's still out on the dry tyres, we believe. Although I think
You've also got Chris Bradbury about trying to make a move on Giles Watkins down in 26-27.
yeah, coming round towards Repsol corner. Pulls out of the slipstream, but not quite close enough this time.
Oh, did Damien drop it? He did come off the track. Losing, I think, 5
Let's see what
positions
happened
there.
there. Struggling with these dry tyres. Where was it? Last corner or down into turn 1? Thinking it's down into turn 1.
Yeah, so he's obviously got to bring that still a little bit further back because of them dry tyres. He's really not getting the grip. So as he's come in, has he just kicked the curb?
Yeah, just the back end just went on him. Managed to keep it out of the barriers though, fortunately for him. Really struggling on them dry tyres. Again, he won't have to pit again, whereas everyone else ahead of him will, if the track dries out. Which it's looking like
15 minutes remaining.
the track has already gone back to damp. Now that the rain's got a bit lighter, these dry tyres are going to start to come back into their own. They will be ice cold right now though, but they will start to come back in. So Nick Trapp making a move on Solberg here, up round turn 3. Looks like Solberg's trying to fight it back around the outside. Ducks into the slipstream, not quite close enough to make the move into Repsol there. Yeah, looks like Nick Trapp's got the move made.
Yeah, that Audi is quite a good hybrid between the dry and the wet, so as long as he keeps the car under control in these conditions, it's really just going to start to come into its own, that car, so it should open up a bit further for him.
Definitely. No, the Audi's a good car in mixed conditions. Let's have a look. We've got Milashev closing in on D'Antonio for 14th and 15th. And then not far behind them we've got Eduardo Piva as well. So Milashev here really pushing D'Antonio. 0.2 of a second between them. He's in the slipstream, but it doesn't look like he's quite close enough to make the move. Got to try and keep it nice and neat and tidy now. Carlin's wide ahead. I don't think that was... Yeah, that was D'Antonio. The D'Antonio ran wide, managed to just get it back to maintain the position. It's getting tight between these three. Who's got the pace down into turn 1? Looks like we had a bit of a spin ahead of them there. They're all very close in the slipstream here. I think Milashev might have enough here to get the move, but will Piva get the pair of them? Piva pulls out of the slipstream. Looks like he's boxed Milashev in there. Milashev looked to try and go the other side and couldn't because there's a car ahead. So Piva's got the move made there. Nice opportunistic move there.
Yeah, some definite interest in racing coming out from everyone here taking part in this race.
So we
had a bit of a good bumpy start, but it is starting to look pretty well now.
So we got Subarand here right up behind Sally again. Looks like he's dropped back a little bit, but the straight line speed does advantage that the McLaren's got over the Porsche. Does look like he's closing it in. Not quite close enough this time though.
You've also got Joe Tomlin fighting Antonio Loretti for P12 here.
Yep.
He keeps on getting really nice and close to him as he's coming through. Breaking that a little bit early there though, Joe. Hopefully, possibly looking for the inside line to take the position away from him. Antonio getting a little bit of a slip there, so that allows Joe to get right up behind him. And they're coming down now to the last few corners. Joe keeping it nice and tight as he's coming through, hoping to look for that line that just lets him slide on by. So coming down the straight here, who can get on that power nice and earlier? Gio currently in the slipstream. Antonio looking for the slipstream from the car in front of him also. We've got a three-way chase down into the first corner here.
That was a back marker there, I think. Just got out of the way for them.
Yep.
I think that helped Loretti stay ahead there, getting that slipstream.
Yeah, I think Loretti had that little bit better an exit as well from that last
Just
corner.
going to
So
switch back to Subarand. Still right behind Sully here. Obviously, this is for a podium position, so just going to switch back to this. See if Subaru can get the move made. The gap up front has closed. 32 seconds between first and second now. Just to keep you in the know.
Zelenko holding on to that fastest lap though with a 1:44.2 in these conditions. That's obviously come in before the rain started.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think it's possible to do a 44.2 in these conditions.
I mean, if you hack the game, you can. Not that we condone it.
Definitely don't condone that.
So as Stan is chasing down Selly now, really looking for that opportunity with this Porsche, but the Porsche is just really keeping him at bay. Making it harder and harder for Stan here to find that opening that he needs.
I must say, I do like that colour on the McLaren. It makes the rear end look wide. Looks like it's got a body kit on it.
Yeah, it makes it look a bit evil from behind.
It does, yeah.
So.
Yeah. So back into the slipstream here for Subaru. Not quite close enough as they come down into Lexiaxa. But some real close racing between these two, as they have had for a lot of the race. Obviously, this is for a podium position, so and the rain has stopped. Rain has stopped. Track is still damp. How quickly is this going to dry up now? I mean, there are only 9 minutes left, so I think anyone that did pit for the wet tyres should probably be able to make them last till the end. But the rain has definitely stopped now.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a gamble at the start for the people that did take the wets. As I said, me personally, I'd have also took the wets.
Oh, we've got Sagetti here making a move on Crozat. A little bit of a love tap down the straight there, but it looks like Sagetti's got the move made. Sorry to cut you off there. Just jumping into there. Oh, but then Crozat hangs it around the outside there. Some great racing. Great racing down the field here. So Crozat holds on to P7 for the time being.
We've got another really tight fight for down in 26 and 27. Oh, it does look like he does get the move completed though down there.
Garner and Bradbury. Okay, let's jump back to the action a bit further up the field. Got D'Antonio right up behind Milashev. Pulls out the slipstream into the braking zone. But looks like Milashev's got that one covered off for the time being. Jumping up to Sagetti, still right behind Crozat here. Audi versus McLaren. A little bit wide there from the Audi. Getting out onto the painted area. It'll be slippery out there. Coming round to the final corners. So down into the final chicane. Round the final corner. Onto the start-finish straight. It does look like Sagetti has closed that gap through those last three corners. Sagetti pulls over to get back into the slipstream. Looks like he might be able to make the move here. Who can be late on the brakes? Pulls out the slipstream. Going for the move up the inside, but Crozat just hangs it in around the outside. Loses it on the curb a little bit. That lets Sagetti get back up alongside. Can he hang it around the outside of turn 3 though? It's tough to do. It's wet out there, right? Just lets Crozat hold on to that position for the time being.
We're going to say taking that wider angle there would have really not paid off for him, and it really didn't. He gained no time really on taking that position. Gets a bit squiggly though as he's going off the track a little bit there.
A little bit wide.
And tuck it in nice and tight to get that drier line, which is forming from the looks of things.
Yep, track is still officially damp, but will start to be drying up. So back into the slipstream there.
Nice and early to catch that slip as he's coming down into the chicane. Looks to go for the inside.
How's the look?
Doesn't.
Not quite close enough. And the final chicane. Does look like the McLaren got a bit of a better exit that time than the previous lap, so gap has got a little bit wider, but Saggetti's still kind of reeling her in the slipstream. They're all searching for the wet parts of the track now. These wet tyres starting to really struggle. Oh, just dropped it there under braking. He'll have to give that position back, and he does. Manages to keep it out of the barriers, so well done there for Saggetti. Let's just jump down the field a little bit. We've got Joe Tomlin right up behind Antonio Loretti as they come around the final corner. Really closing this gap here. In the slipstream, searching for the wet track.
Ooh, opts for the outside line coming into turn one. Does break earlier though to hopefully duck it through. Oh, just has to break there because Loretti does come across in front of him.
Yeah, Loretti put it on the curbs a little bit there. As they go past the back marker there. Keeping an eye. This is our closest battle at the minute. So round Repsol they go. Just over 3 minutes left in this race now. So anyone that's going to make an overtake needs to get it done pretty soon. Looks like Tomlin's got
2, maybe 3 laps maximum.
Tomlin's got a good run here. In the slipstream down the back straight. Right behind Loretti here. Goes to the outside. Not on this occasion, but he's got the cutback. Some good close racing again. Loretti just holding on to the position here. We've also got a move. An overtake's just happened. Looks like Crozat and Saggetti are at it again. So they swap positions and then swap back. Let's just jump back 30 seconds. Yeah, here was a little bit of contact there. So yeah, I think just gave the position back. That was the... And then they swap again. Still, the track is still quite damp. I think
it has swapped to greasy now.
Yeah, I think starting on the dries and switching to the wet was the strategy call today. So Saggetti still all over the back of Crozat. We've got a spinner. Oh, spin ahead. How's this going to affect this battle? Oh, they get through safely, but that's really cost Crozat some time there. Saggetti's all over the back of him. with the straight line speed advantage that Audi has, you got to think this could be the move made. Move, oh, I don't know. Crozat's holding it. He's on the curbs. Yeah, he keeps it sensible. No point trying to be a hero when you're on the curbs in the wet. But yeah, that looks like Sagetti's got the move made there on the penultimate lap. Has Crozat got any answer? Yeah, that wasn't a good view. So Crozat's still right behind Sagetti here. Has he got anything left in the tank? Looks like Solberg's made the move on Ferrari somewhere. Oh, session has ended.
What? Why?
I don't know.
Why has it done that?
I don't know.
You've still got people racing.
Yeah. We're just going to have to have a look on the replay and do it manually at the end.
Why?
Yeah, we've had some issues tonight. The wait times are set, but they are set. I don't know what's happened to it. We need to check with our server provider.
I've checked them and checked them and checked them before, and there was nothing to say that it'd be like, you know, oh yeah, session's over, you're done.
Can't go back to drive now either.
Well, this one, you know, not good for us, for all the new people that
No, this is
joined us.
these things happen in racing. So our winner, we have Joris Jelenko. Second place we have Admundson. You got you saved the replay.
Yeah, I'm grabbing the replay, don't we?
Okay, let me save it quickly as well. Second place we got Admundson. Third place Sally. That completes your podium. We then have Subiran in fourth, Fiero fifth, Dorazio in sixth, Sagetti seventh, Crozat in eighth, Nick Trapp in ninth, Solberg 10th, Ferrari 11th, Loretti 12th, Tomlin 13th, Piva 14th, Milishev 15th, D'Antonio 16th, Ronconi 17th, Damien Konchik down in 18th, Marandino 19th, Miraki in 20th, Galamini in 21st, Catania in 22nd, Johns in 23rd, Gibbard 24th, Pagano 25th, and it's reset. That's your top 25. We will publish the results as we have them. Yeah, a few technical issues tonight, but some good racing on track.
Yeah, some very good racing has happened tonight. I mean, I'm very disappointed in why the server has been, just yeah. But fantastic racing. We've got a lot of technical issues to iron out. We thought we had them all ironed out, and then we've got more that have appeared since last time we did all this. So, very frustrating on all the drivers' part, and we do severely apologise for any inconvenience and issues caused to anyone's race. Um, but yeah, fantastic racing. On the other hand of that, fantastic racing. Won't be surprised if we have a lot of tickets come through this evening to have a look through.
Definitely. So yeah, I think we've got a lot of stuff to sort out tonight. So let's bring up the ending screen now. So upcoming events we have this weekend, and we will have everything fixed by then, guaranteed. We have a 2 hour of Barcelona race this weekend. It's a solo endurance called Spin Around Spain. So that is this Sunday. Sunday. It's on Saturday. I'm going for it. We also have our 24-hour endurance race for in aid of Muscular Dystrophy UK on the 25th of February 2023. We also have our Endurance League starting next year as well in March. All the details for all of those events can be found on our Discord and on SimGrid. You can also follow us on socials if you haven't done already. They're all up on screen now, also all linked below. Come and join our Discord if you want to. If you want to come race, or even if you just want to come chat about racing or anything else, really. We've got a good community, some good guys there. Also, if you are interested in purchasing any sim racing gear, we have affiliate links with Digital Motorsport and Mozza Racing. We also have an affiliate link with Dubby Energy if you are into your energy drinks. All three of those, they don't cost you any extra if you use them. It just gives us a little bit of kickback towards the team to help for these kind of events. Other than that, I think that's all from me tonight. Thanks for the follow, Bendy K. Appreciate it. We will fix the technical issues, and we will be back on Sunday, and then back next week with round 2, which is at. Remind me.
I've just closed it, but give me 1 second and I can find it. Nope, I want races, not drivers. Race 2 will be at a sunny English Brands Hatch.
So join us next Monday at Brands Hatch. That's it from me, so thanks for watching.
Thank you very much for tuning in tonight.
And we will catch you next time.